Matt Armstrong just bought a wrecked Nissan GTR at auction, and within seconds of winning the bid, he realized he might have made a massive mistake. The listing showed minimal damage, easy repair, quick flip, but buried in the auction notes was one line that changed everything. Transmission fault. The same transmission that Nissan refuses to sell parts for separately. The same transmission that costs thousands to replace. And Matt just committed to rebuilding this entire car in 24 hours without leaving his workshop. No sleep, no brakes, no backup plan. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button. When Matt saw this GTR at Copart, it looked perfect. Minor front-end damage, clean interior, low mileage. Then he read the fine print, transmission fault. Early Nissan GTR gearboxes are notorious for failing, and Nissan refuses to sell transmission components separately. You either buy an entire new gearbox for thousands, or you're stuck. But Matt thought about the timing. What are the chances a transmission fails on the exact same day the car gets crashed? Seems unlikely, seems convenient, seems like insurance fraud. So he took the risk. The bids climbed higher than expected. Then his cameraman bid £750 more without asking. Matt owned a Nissan GTR, the supercar killer, and potentially completely broken. First inspection looked promising. Battery was flat, brakes felt spongy, but the engine started. Gearbox selected gears, reverse worked, first gear worked. So what's wrong with the transmission? They loaded the GTR onto the trailer, left it overnight, came back the next day. That's when the problems started. Transmission fault flashing on the dash. Engine management light. No traction control, all potentially caused by the low battery. He rolled it off the trailer under its own power. Good sign. Time to test drive it. Matt put it in auto. Foot flat to the floor. Nothing. The car barely moved. This is not good. GTR gearboxes work like manuals, but use oil-pressured solenoids to select gears. If one solenoid jams, you get faults. Matt tested it again. It moved better, but still wasn't right. Definitely a problem. Now Matt's thinking this is insurance fraud 100%. How does a gearbox fail at the exact same time someone crashes into you? The owner calls Nissan. Gearbox replacement costs £30,000. Next day someone crashes into it. Insurance payout. So unfortunate. Matt's got multiple problems. Gearbox fault, battery fault, ABS fault, rear quarter damage, door damage, brake failure, but he's still attempting it. 24 hours inside the workshop, no leaving until it's done. First step, replace the battery. New battery goes in, £60. Time to plug in the code reader. The scan reveals transmission solenoid fault, plus another fault for control module performance. But that could be from the low battery. Matt clears all the codes. Rescans, no faults left. They restart the car, no transmission light. Could a £60 battery have fixed a transmission fault? Time to test drive. Foot to the floor. It's driving smooth. So much better. No transmission fault. Just an ABS malfunction. No way. The £60 battery fixed it. Matt goes into auto. Pulls away normally. The car works. 23 hours left. Transmission fault solved. Now just ABS fault. Broken door and broken rear quarter. Up in the air to inspect underneath. Small oil leak near the gearbox. Exhaust is completely rusted. The car's from Dorset on the coast. Then they found a clue about the brakes. The caliper looks spaced out. Only reason is if you fitted bigger discs. 22 hours remaining. They measure the brake discs. 390 millimeters. That's upgraded. Explains the caliper spacers. Spongy brakes mean air in the hydraulic system. Solution is bleeding each corner. Matt's dad sucks out old brake fluid. Matt fills the reservoir. Testing the pedal. Rock hard. Fixed, but there's still an ABS fault. The fault code is for valve set. They test all the ABS relays. Everything seems okay. Then they find the solution. The ABS pump needs calibration with a special tool Matt doesn't have. Final solution was £150 at a Nissan dealership. It's now 5:27 on a Friday. Matt's calling this a win. Brakes working, transmission working, 60 quid in and everything functions. Now onto bodywork. Door comes off. Aluminum construction makes it hard to repair. Second-hand doors weren't expensive, so Matt's just replacing it. Door off, strip everything. Chris arrived to help while Matt removes the rear quarter. Rear quarter replacement takes serious work. Spot welds everywhere. 17 hours to get this off and a new one on. The replacement door arrived. eBay, £350. Same color. Chris swaps the speaker back to OEM. Matt checks the VIN with car vertical. Clean check. Door card goes back on. Chris opens a Red Bull. Quarter way through. Meanwhile, they're removing the side skirt. Sand everywhere. Previous owner had fun on a beach. Side skirt off. 17 hours, 59 minutes left. Matt's cameraman leaves. Everything attached to the rear quarter needs removing. Then boot lid comes off. Now access all the spot welds. Start drilling. Drilling spot welds is a long process. Get the GTR back on the ramp. Both wheels removed. Rear bumper lifts out. Chris works on separating the outer quarter. 16 hours left. They change strategy. Instead of replacing the whole panel, they're just replacing the outer quarter. Drill off the light section. Light stays in the right position. 14 hours remaining, slowly peeling back the rear quarter. Finally, the quarter comes off. What a job. Good news is the inner structure has minimal damage. Lower the car. Start fitting the new quarter. Can't mess this up. Plan is fit the new door and boot first. Gives reference points. But lifting the door reveals another problem. Bolt rattling inside. Taking the door card off again. Find the bolt. Door lines up. Looking good. Boot lid goes on. First test fit. That's looking sensational. Matt drills holes where spot welds will go. Chris clocks out. Matt's alone now. Locked in the unit. Remove the quarter again. Clean all welding areas. Add weld-through primer. Apply panel bond around the fuel cap. No room for error. 10.5 hours left. Cannot make mistakes. Line it up. Time's moving faster. Quarter in place. Bolt all hardware. Time to weld. 10 hours remaining. Matt made it through the night. No turning back. Clamp the quarter. Weld it on. This isn't spot welding. It's plug welding. Body shops use this method. 9 hours left. Quarter welded. Make sure rear screen fits. Making good progress. Apply etch primer to all welds. 4 hours left. Hannah shows up. Then Matt's dad. Everyone arrived for seam sealing. Go over with paintbrush. Seals gaps. Rust prevention. Start putting panels back. Back up on the ramp. Lift on rear bumper with lights. Bumper alignment lines up well. Carpets and boot liner back in. Connect battery. Lights working. Pass. Window goes down. Pass. Mirror works. Makes this GTR a really good deal. Subscribe and turn on notifications. See you in the next one.